Hello everyone, Jeremy here with Big Fish Aquarium Maintenance and Design, and today we are in my shop, otherwise known as my garage. And today we are going to retrofit the Fluval Nano Marine LED light into my Biocube hood. As you can see, I've already taken the time to remove the guts out of the thing. I did leave the fans in there, and they are controllable by a switch on the top of the hood, which is fantastic. It means I can just plug it into a timer, and whenever the lights are off, the fans will be off, and whenever the lights are on, the fans will come on and pull all that heat out of the hood. So that's pretty awesome that I was able to leave the fans in there and all the wiring for it kind of tucked away nice and neat out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working here and get going. A couple of things I did find. I found some little washers here with rubber on one side. I'm going to use those as kind of spacers to space that light out in there and get it up off of the plastic, and because it's not perfectly flat, it's kind of a little round, so I can level that out a little bit. I've got some little pieces here I'm going to use to hold the front end of the unit down. They're plastic, so they're not going to rust. The screws are all zinc and screws that came with it, so I shouldn't have any problem with rusting issues. These things don't rust very much either, so we're good to go there. I'm going to use this as kind of what holds the back end of the light down. And then just some other various tools. So without further ado, I'll get started. So one other thing that I did discover is that I'm going to actually be able to run this wire right through the holes that the original wiring came through. So even got a little rubber grommet here that fits in there. I can run right through there. I am going to have to drill out one of these holes a little bit bigger because this isn't quite small enough to fit through there, but pretty close. I don't have to mess with it too much. And then I just run the wiring right up through. I don't have to do anything crazy for the wiring to get the wiring in and out of there. So I'm not having to reach inside the hood or anything. It's all going to be completely enclosed, which is fantastic. light. Show it to you one more time without the bright light shining in your face. Retrofitted LED light into the Biocube hood. Actually was not that difficult at all. I would highly recommend so far, instead of wasting your time trying to find new compact fluorescent lights, which don't exist anymore, which I tried to find, to replace them on your old Biocube, I would get the Fluval Marine LED, do something like what I did here, retrofit it inside of there, because the new hoods or replacement LED hoods for the Biocube are for the newer Biocubes. They're not for the old style Biocube, which is what I'm running at the office. So they do not fit on that tank. So it's either this or do what I've been doing with the light hanging up over the top. I just wasn't happy with it because there was no controllability on it. So with that being said, we're done here. Come back and watch. I'll probably do another video of somehow me trying to control the light. I'll have to have a second